Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. Let's get into this video here, because the trade deadline is literally around the corner. That's tomorrow. Going into this season, so many people out there had high expectations for the Lakers. So many people did. But some of us out here had some reservations about the Lakers, especially after they acquired Russell Westbrook. To me, that was a head-scratching move. It didn't really make any sense to me. I didn't understand why, of all people, that was the guy that they decided to go after. After you just look at his numbers, you just ask yourself, this is a head scratch. Like, why would you decide to do this, right? Initially, the Lakers got off to a 10-10 start, right? After the first 20 games, they were a 500 team. I started to say at that time that this team may end up not being any good, right? That time I was saying it, but some people kept on saying, oh, it's too early, it's too early. You got to wait, you got to wait, you got to wait, you got to wait. Well, we have waited, okay? We have waited. And now the Lakers have played officially, I believe it is 55 games. And they currently have a record of 26-29. They're 3 games below 500. If I look at the NBA standings quickly at a glance here, if I'm not mistaken, the Lakers, ladies and gentlemen, the Lakers are the 9th seed behind the Los Angeles Clippers. Why is that significant? The Clippers have not had Paul George now for half of the season. He hasn't played in well over a month. Kawhi Leonard hasn't even dribbled the ball one time this season. To me, it is inexcusable that the Lakers are the 9th seed in the Western Conference when Russell Westbrook has been available for virtually every single game this season. LeBron James has played a good amount of these games, and Anthony Davis has played a good amount of these games. There's no reason, literally, that this team should be playing as poorly as they are. There's no good reason. And I think it is time to trade Russell Westbrook. This is something I've been campaigning for this all season long. Some people think, oh, you're trying to jeopardize the Lakers, blah, 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 blah. No, I was looking at a team. I was looking at some of their issues, and I said, wait a minute. If we're going to try to figure out a way to solve some of the problems that this team is facing, I think this guy right here is probably one of the major reasons this team is not performing so well, because it's the point guard. He's in your starting 5, and the point guard has so many decisions to make on the court, and he impacts the game because he's in your starting 5, right? The guys that play the most minutes usually have the biggest impact on the game. Russell Westbrook was playing, he's a starting point guard, and a lot of issues with him. Just last night, the Lakers played a game against the reigning champs in the Milwaukee Bucks, and what happened? Not only did they get stomped out by Milwaukee, and Giannis Antetokounmpo was basically tap dancing on him on the court. This guy, 44. Come on, what are we even talking about, right? Giannis was just anyway. So Giannis totally dominated them. Then I looked at the stat sheet. I looked at the box score, and I said, okay, so who did what and who did what? LeBron chipped in his 27 points, I think 27, 8, and 5 or something like that with 4 turnovers. Yes, LeBron contributed to those turnovers. Anthony Davis, his usual self, put up numbers that don't have any impact on winning whatsoever. He had his numbers there. Then I, as I was combing through the box score, I went over to see, what Russell Westbrook did. Well, Russell Westbrook yesterday had 10 points, 10 rebounds. You're like, okay, not bad. He had 5 assists, great. 4 turnovers, which basically nullify the 5. Basically, he had a net assist of 1. Basically, you have 4 turnovers, 5 assists. You go ahead, I don't even know the points off of those turnovers, whatever the case is. Not only that, to add insult to injury, the guy went 3 of 11 from the field. Think about this: 3 of 11 from the field. He shot 27% from the floor. Let's just pause this here for a second. Let's just pause the analysis. How are you supposed to win with the guy on the court as your point guard is shooting less than 30% from the field? Are you freaking kidding me? 30%. I almost spoke Italian just now. 30%, right? Then he shot 0% from the 3. This is no surprise. He shot 57% from the free throw line. 57%. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Lakers to move Russell Westbrook fast. It's not a time to think it over. We're not going to put up any more polls on the channel because there's still some people out there that are riding the Kool-Aid bus talking about, oh, well, you never know. Just hold on to hope. You don't know what you did. There was a guy, man. There was a dude on the channel that left a comment. This dude he disagrees with everything that I say, but he left this comment and it was so hilarious. He goes, about this whole Russell Westbrook thing. He goes, "You don't know what you're talking about. There's not a drop of truth in you." I'm like, with all caps. I was like, yo, what's going on? So I'm sure he's watching this right now and totally, this guy must be. To me, it is time to move Russell Westbrook. However, there's a very big challenge because the question then becomes, who are you going to move him for? Remember, Westbrook cannot shoot, and that's one of the reasons he's not a good fit for the team. So the question is, who would you move him for? Or rather, the better question is, who would take him, right? It's not just a matter of, okay, let's move him. Because for you to move him, somebody has to accept him. And the question then becomes, who will accept Russell Westbrook? Now, if you've been listening to Undisputed over the last week or so, Skip Bayless has been throwing out this recommendation. Skip Bayless has been thrown out. Oh my God. This guy's been throwing out a few recommendations. So listen to Skip Bayless's game plan. Listen to his way of solving the Lakers' problems. Skip Bayless said that they should trade. Listen to this. He said they should trade Russell. He said they should trade Russell Westbrook to the Houston Rockets. Well, send him back to the Houston Rockets for John Wall, who we know is injury prone, just to get John Wall so they don't play John Wall, just so they could just pretty much stop Russell Westbrook from playing. I think Skip Bayless' solution to the problem is make sure Russell Westbrook doesn't play basketball. Make sure he's not even on the court, right? So just get him out of there. That's Skip Bayless' solution. Of course, y'all heard Shannon Sharp is against that. He doesn't want, because they're going to ask for some picks, and I think they don't have any first round picks until 2027. So that's the first thing. Another option could be trading for what's his name? Damian Lillard. Now, Damian Lillard, if you look at their numbers, they have similar salaries. I think Damian Lillard is earning 39 million or 38. I don't know. Last time I checked, it was around that number. Russell Westbrook is earning $44 million, man. You can see him earning those dollars, man. Those free throws and those bricks off the wall, man. Man, this dude is really earning that money. Anyway, so he's earning $44 million. So their salaries kind of fit, but they're supposed to be paying this dude $50 million, $47 million next season. So I'm not sure if Portland wants to take on a contract like that. But Portland right now is going through a total rebuild, right? They've traded away all their pieces just yesterday. CJ McCollum got moved to the New Orleans Pelicans. They picked up, the Clippers were able to trade for Norman Powell, and I forgot the other player's name. They were able to pick up some good pieces. So I think that team is going through a total rebuild. So maybe they'll be more prone to get a guy like Russell Westbrook. But however, I think they may be a little bit more cautious about his contract, because I think the Portland Trailblazers have cleared $60 million in cap space. But who knows? That could be another option. But the point is here, I'm not the Lakers GM. I don't need to find a trade. And I think a lot of people sometimes, when they watch our content, they sit up here and say, well, this who would take him? Why would they make that trade? Why would they make? And I'm like, bro, hold up. I'm not a GM, right? I don't work for the Lakers. I don't get paid to come up with trade packages. All I'm saying is, move him for this guy. Now, the arithmetic that comes with that, the mental gymnastics that come with those moves, that's left for the GM. I'm just providing so I'm going to sit up here and go through the contracts with you and go through all of the numbers with you just to make sense to you. You got to be bugging. You're on the wrong channel, bro. You need to go call one of these team offices and ask them explain that to you. I'm just throwing out the idea. I don't have to make a recommendation. I don't have to make sit up here and break it down for you and say, hold a trade for him and explain why. I'm not explaining anything to you. Explain to you. You figure it out on your own. So to me, I think they need to trade him by the trade deadline tomorrow, because it's just not working with him. He has just not worked. Now, is Westbrook the only problem? Hell no. Because LeBron is there. He's putting up great numbers that have absolutely zero impact on winning. And if you listen to people like Nick Wright, he wants us to, Nick Wright is gold, man. He's like, listen, y'all don't need to focus on winning anymore. What is wrong with you people? You people are spending more time focusing on why the team is not winning and not enough time on these stats that LeBron is putting up. And people like Lakers are like, bro, who cares? They're losing. And Nick Wright's like, no. It doesn't matter that they're losing. They're putting up great numbers. LeBron is out there. He's putting up numbers that have absolutely zero impact on winning at this particular stage in his career. AD is usually a non-factor. The same AD that he was in with the New Orleans Pelicans. He puts up numbers, they don't really mean anything. And I was just floored when Anthony Davis came back from his injury, and people were like, well, if Anthony Davis is playing like this and LeBron is playing like that, and then they play together, and then they're going to be doing amazing things. Like, bro, hold up. Have you looked at this team's stats? Have you looked at the way that they play defense? They almost gave up 140 points last night. Are you freaking kidding me? Do you look at the way Russell Westbrook is shooting? Do you look at his free throw shooting percentage and you feel that just because they added LeBron, all of a sudden, somehow they're going to solve that doesn't solve their problems. This team is poorly constructed. Them bringing him back is not going to mean a damn thing. They started the season, they had the first 20, out of the first 20 games, 15 or 14 of those games were at home, and they had a 10-10 record. So what is this new thing you're expecting to see? So to me, I think they need to move him quick, fast, and in a hurry. And if they don't, well, don't expect much to change, because as it stands right now, this team, in my personal opinion, could be in jeopardy of missing the playoffs entirely. And if that happens, it's going to be bad. So what I want to know from you guys, what do you think about what I said? Do you think they need to trade Russell Westbrook? And what do you think about the other things that I said? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Once again, it's just Charles here from Dreamerspro. Wishing you guys an amazing day and catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.